How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back with another Pathfinder edition for deities. There's a lot of stuff to cover today, so I say we just get going. This time we're covering Lamashtu and Nethys. First off is Lamashtu, mother of many evil, no good, very bad names, and or monsters. She is the goddess of aberrants, monsters, and nightmares, who's chaotic evil, who favors the falchion, and has the three-eyed jackal as her symbol. Lamashtu and her followers also love the colors red and yellow. Corrupting others to follow Lamashtu's teachings, twisting the beautiful into monstrous visages, revealing the corruption and flaws in everything in life, and bringing the outcasts and forgotten together to a higher power are parts of Lamashtu's teachings. Do not cure or treat those with physical or mental ailments, or give aid to Lamashtu's enemies. Followers will find common ground with nobody. We'll find out why in a moment. They're also neutral with, oddly enough, Shaylin. More accurately, this is a weird pet project or obsession for Lamashtu. She wants to make Shaylin and everything she stands for beautiful in Lamashtu's own twisted, messed up way. Of course, Shaylin isn't exactly cool with that. Followers of Lamashtu will openly oppose Desna. Desna loathes Lamashtu more than the other way around, since it's due to Lamashtu's torture and killing of Desna's friend Kirchanis. Lamashtu doesn't really care as much, but probably considers it a favor, as now part of Kirchanis' domain belongs to Desna. Lamashtu openly opposes Rovagug and Urgathoa as well. Evil entities typically hate each other a ton and carry really bitter grudges. Non-chaotic gods hate chaotic gods even more. And honestly, let's be honest, everyone. Lamashtu came up to godhood as a demon lord, and of course demon lords are crazy and think everyone's out to get them. Personally, crazy breeds crazy. Lots of bestial races like gnolls, harpies, medusas, and others consider her the mother of their race. She's constantly depicted as with a beast head, different depending on the race, but most non-monster races see the three-eyed jackal as her definitive look. She's also pictured as eternally pregnant with raven wings and two falchions of fire and ice. She's rarely alone in these depictions that I've come across, always surrounded by her sea of faceless followers, save the odd champion that rises above the ranks. Her game plan and followers are scattered, unorganized, but fervent and willing to go above and beyond any possible means to please their mother. She and they will corrupt anything considered beautiful to their own twisted view of beauty and madness, and they love to cause general chaos and debauchery. Hell, they consider it an ill omen or to be cursed by having a quote-unquote normal child be undeformed or even impotent. Simply, I think Lamashtu and her brood are extremists and fanatics in every physical, mental, and ideological sense. I'm honestly glad that she and they are so short-sighted and crazy that if they ever properly organized or focused and motivated, I can't even imagine what it would take to stand up to them. Up next is Nethys, the all-seeing eye. God of destruction, knowledge, magic, and protection. He is true neutrally aligned, favors the staff, has the two-toned mask as his symbol, and favors the colors black and white. Nethys is simple. Seek out magical power and use it, but do not pursue the mundane. Followers of Nethys will find common ground with Gorum. They respect the purity of each other's pursuits, seeing good and evil as more societal constructs than absolutes. Nethys and Iori get along pretty well as well. Nethys is one of the few mortals that achieves godhood without the use of the Starstone, a subject I'll talk about in the future, and Iori respects that. But that's about where the common ground ends, as Irori's followers tend to want structure in magic, while Nethys prefers that it be unbound. Nethys is neutral with everyone else unless he feels he's getting played or betrayed. Nethys will oppose Rovagug though. You cannot enjoy the world of magic if there's no world. As much as Nethys can be that apprentice who just learned about Firebolt and sees an anthill, even he has limits on destruction. Personally, it's easy to write Nethys off as the progenitor of the Mad Mage archetype. And it's easy to see why. Originally super arrogant, aloof, mysterious, and a lust for power and knowledge that ultimately broke his psyche. You need to look a little further past his magically surging in charge facade though. Sure, he sees magic in magical scriptures, and magic in super fancy creatures as inherently and unequivocally above those who only dabble or are non-magical. Yeah, he rarely, if ever, interacts with his followers because he's too busy with his own machinations. A point that his followers like, as they too like to be left to their own devices and see it as patronizing to be talked down to. And of course, our ideas of right, wrong, good, and evil are just reductive to someone of higher learning than Nethys and his cadre. Magic simply is and should be used to its fullest potential. I I think I was going somewhere with this distinction. Oh, yeah. There's so much focus on the destruction and general ignorance that Nethys lets out that people often forget his literal and symbolic other side. He cherishes knowledge and uses restorative and defensive magic to aid the sick and stalwart. Wild magic that is nurtured by him is more of a fact of life than an agent of chaos and pain. And yeah, while he's kind of off his rocker and doesn't opt to meddle in mortal affairs, he's active in the grander scheme of things and is actually approachable to those looking for him and is more than willing to help out however he can, so long as you're not looking to actively betray him or destroy what he's working on or towards. And that's it for this page of the Pathfinder Deities Guide. If you have any questions, comments, critiques, put them in the doobly-doo. I'll source them up and we'll see what we can do for you next time. Make sure you hit and smash and like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's so weird to say because really it's the algorithm keeping all this afloat, but just saying it feels weird. Anyway, I'll turn the page over for next time. Until then, peace.